Nacho, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
Good. Hey, of course, I got to ask you, what's it like going up against your former team? And I know that you are super close with Chris Jones. So have you had a chance to talk to him or talk to any of your former teammates?
No, not right now. They the enemy. It's fun. It's a great thing. I was there before, and just to be able to be in this situation and go against them, it's just like a dream come through.
Okay, next question we'll take from Cameron with ESPN Coastal. Cameron, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Rakeem, how you doing?
Doing good yourself?
Doing good, doing good. Just wanted to know, you guys been on fire on defense this postseason. Who do you credit the most on this defense, or is it just all around a team effort?
I can honestly say everybody. Everybody doing their job when they're supposed to. I mean, most of the credit goes to, Coach Bowles, because he got to put us in the position to make those plays. But the guys just using their athletic ability to shine in big scenarios, with the picks every game, 4-5, flying around, 5-4, doing this thing. JPP and 5-8, rushing when they need to rush. And then the interior guys, Sue, Vita, Will, everybody getting back to the quarterback and disrupting them. So at any given, moment, it's just when your number's called, you do your job. And I feel like everybody on the defense is ready to play it every down and every time.
Okay, next question we'll take from Mark Cook. Mark, you can go ahead and unmute.
What's cooking, Nacho? How are you, man?
Man, I'm cooking up in here. I'm getting a little hot.
Just being able to be in the locker room and seeing you guys this year, but really happy for you guys being able to make it as far as you have. Look, when Vita went down in that Chicago game, I think a lot of people assumed that, oh boy, there goes the run defense. I mean, things were going to fall off a cliff. And while maybe the numbers were up a little bit more, you guys still ended up leading the NFL as far as rushing defense. Talk about what you and McClendon were able to do, to keep that streak going from the year before and still to lead the NFL in rushing defense this year.
I mean, it was simple. Shoot, man went down, and you just got to do your job. Everybody got to be in the spot on our defense, and you just do that. You hold it down, and you execute. You don't really have to worry about too much, and that's what we did.
Okay, next question we'll take from Taylor. Taylor, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Rakeem. This is Taylor from WDAM out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Oh, the bird. What's up, baby?
That's right. I just wanted to ask you if you can just kind of put this whole journey in perspective when you think about the opportunity Southern Miss and Coach Fedora gave you and just what your years in college meant to you to get to the point where you are, now, I guess your sixth year in the NFL.
I mean, Coach Fedora seen something to me as far as like offering me a scholarship, and then coming out there, his strength and conditioning staff, they really instilled the work ethic. And without those guys, ain't no telling where I'd be right now. They gave me that love and that push and that drive that I needed coming in my freshman year in college. And then from there, I just took it and ran with it. Didn't really know that I'd be in the NFL. I just knew that I loved playing football at that moment. And as I grew as a person, as a player, I really, put my all into football. And to be here 6 years later, I couldn't imagine it. I dreamed it a lot, but I couldn't imagine it really happening. So it's surreal. Sometimes I wake up and really can't believe that I'm here, but I know I worked my tail off to be here, so I deserve it.
Okay, next question we'll take from James Hill. James, you can go ahead and unmute.
Talk a little bit about this Super Bowl and what it means to you personally. And you talk about triumph, and to go in on Sunday and get a W for the rest of your life, it will be a beautiful thing. But just talk about this Super Bowl and what it can mean to you personally.
That's a great question. What this Super Bowl means to me. I mean, it means a lot because just this year we've been battling so many trials and tribulations. So much adversity went on with all season being postponed, then it being canceled. So not knowing what we were going to report or even if it was going to be a season. So keeping that mentality that I'm going to grind and make sure no matter when we start, I'm ready. Then getting here and not having OTAs, so a lot of things not clicking that you need to, but you got the guys that you had before, and we believed in each other. So we were battling things right then, not knowing the playbook, having to learn it so quick and not having preseason. So we're going into a regular season, but we have to be clicking like we've been doing this for months. So battling that and just meshing and gluing back together and coming together as a team. Then going through each week, worrying about one game at a time, winning one game, knowing we got time, knowing we got guys around us that we can get to where we want to go, but we got to focus at the goal at hand, which is winning right now. And just battling through those things, coming in every day, having to take a COVID test on your day, at work, or even when you're off, you have to come in. So being responsible and not putting yourself in a situation to expose yourself or your teammates to COVID. So battling through those things and battling through that adversity and continue to play with all your passion for this game, and just to get to the finish line and you worked your tail to be in the Super Bowl, it just means so much more. It means that I'm able to overcome. This whole season right here just shows how much we're able to battle and overcome, not only in football, but in life, because it took discipline and it took, commitment to be where we're at now. So this season means so much more to me than just football, but I love being here.
Okay, next question we'll take from Jess Stainbrook. Jess, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hi, you're obviously a force on the field, but how do you maintain that same level of force off the field in terms of your faith and community?
Praying. My wife, she always keeps me humble. Don't let me get too high or let me get too low. But that's the biggest thing. Family, just always keeping, everything close to me and not getting a big head. So I just talked to my wife about how I feel about things when I'm not feeling so good. And she just kind of nips in the bud or give me them words of inspiration that I need to keep going, keep doing what I do best. This is you, and let your personality show.
Okay, next question we'll take from Brooke Pryor with ESPN. Brooke, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, I'm wondering about Lori Locust and just what you've learned as she's coached you and coached this team. What kind of traits make her such a good coach or make her an effective communicator?
The biggest thing is when she's coaching, you really forget that that's a woman coaching you, and I applaud her for that. You're not taking it from a woman perspective. You're taking it as a coach. She comes at you. She has the information. She knows the tools. She reads the defenses. She reads the offenses. She understands football. So when she talks to you, she just seems like another D coordinator, another D-line coach, and it's great because you need different feedback from different mindsets because everybody views the game differently. So just hearing her talk and taking what she says and, applying it to how I play is great.
Is the relationship or seeing how she coaches now, is that what you expected when you heard that she was being hired and that you were going to have a woman on staff?
No, not at all. I didn't even think that she would be so hands-on, like as far as being in practices and running the drills and just, pass rushing and run and understanding leverage and things like that. It just opened my eyes like, women are allowed to do this game too, because I'm not going to lie. At first, I was kind of, iffy about it. I've never had a woman D-line coach or a woman coach in football, period. And so to have her there and the things that she did and contribute to our D-line, I tip my hats off to her.
And one other thing I heard from another woman who's a coach, she said that some players feel more vulnerable and safer to admit when they don't know something or need help with a woman coach. Is that something that you've experienced? Is there a level of comfort admitting to her if you're like, I'm not sure about this thing, can you explain it to me, anything like that?
Yeah, I give you that because although she's a coach, you still get that nurturing, She's hardcore, but you still, for some reason, I don't know, I guess it's the mother instinct. But when you're wrong or when you feel kind of in the gray area, let me ask Coach Lowe, because she's going to shoot it straight and she's going to tell you, but it's going to come differently if you were to go ask a male coach. You got to know your stuff when you go ask them. but it's just a little difference.
Okay, next question we'll take from Jose Rodriguez. Jose, you can go ahead and unmute.
Thank you, Rakeem. I wanted to ask a little bit about Belize. I mean, how important is it for you to represent? And also, have you put any thought into becoming the first player born in Belize to win the Super Bowl? What would that mean for you and your family? And also for the Garifuna community, what's your message to them? The dreams come true, right? Thank you.
Man, always believe that you can do it. I got Belize right here. Dan Grieger. Y'all see it. Stand Creek, stand up. I got the flag on me. I love Belize, and it means so much to be the first and the one and only, drafted Belizean player. I understand how much, this means to my culture and my community, but also how much it means to me. I hold my head in pride, but I like that I give my people hope.
Okay, next question we'll take from Cavalar. Cavalar, you can go ahead and unmute.
How you doing, Mr. Nunez-Roches?
I'm doing great yourself.
Bro, I'm so happy that you were on the squad. When Vita Vea went down in the Chicago Bears game and you stepped right in and played superbly, what was your thoughts when you took over and were playing next to Ndamukong Suh? And two, do you believe that you've played yourself in a position to where you can jump in at any time, anywhere, and be just as good as anybody starting?
Yes, sir. I believe that wholeheartedly. Like I said in the first interview when everything went down, I honestly train as if I'm a starter. Even coming in and seeing certain names in front of you, the game is not promised. So if something was to happen, I don't want to be the person that, the defense fold because I wasn't ready for my opportunity. Or I get an opportunity and then I just shamble because I wasn't prepared. I didn't do my studies. I didn't lift. I didn't run. So it falls to, into the mud because of me. So the whole offseason, the whole time we were here, if Vita did something, I'll try to do two of them. If Sue did something, I'll try to do two of them. So I was competing with everybody. So when it happened, when the injury occurred, we just kept rolling because this is something that we prepared for. We didn't we didn't prepare as if Vita was going to get hurt. We just prepared if we were to lose somebody at any time because of COVID.
Okay, next question we'll take from Nick Hamilton. Nick, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, good afternoon. Congratulations on making the Super Bowl.
Appreciate it, big dog.
Want to get your thoughts just on every season, obviously, is a different year. You have new goals, new visions. What have you seen in this team from day one to where you are now as far as the maturation and the progress that you all have made?
To be honest, the one thing I always noticed about this team when I first got here, and it was confusing, they had so much talent. I was like, it's people everywhere. It's Hall of Famers in almost every position, or potential Hall of Famers. And I knew that we always had to go, into the playoffs and be playoffs contenders. But to see it all come together over the 3 seasons that I've been here is beautiful. And I feel like, pieces came in that helped complement other players. And you see where we are now. But I would say from the beginning when I got here, we always had it in us to get here. I just really feel like we didn't really believe it. And I don't know what really switched. I mean, we all kind of know what really happened, but the mindset kind of changed and just everybody took that chip on their shoulder and was like, we're going to do it this year. Now or never.
Okay, next question we'll take from Joshua Allen. Joshua, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Rakeem, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Want to give a shout out to Mama Nancy.
You already know. What's up, my dudes?
She's great, all over Facebook supporting her boy. So, but obviously you stepped in when Vita Vea went out with an injury. How impactful was it to have a guy like Willem Bilston and a guy like Ndamukong Suh to kind of show you the ropes and take you under? I know you've been working really hard and your name has been come up all offseason, not just for how hard you work, but how big of a trash talker you've been. But just take me through that process coming in there and how they've, kind of brought you along and helped you out.
I just feel like being a professional in this sport, you should always be learning. Always. When you feel like you know it all, you might as well hang it up. So being around Sue I was able to learn certain things that he did to be successful coming into the game. How was he able to, change his style of play, being in a 4-3 or a 3-4? What does he do on the top of his pass rushes? Same thing with, Will. I was able to ask him the same questions and learn from him. And then you take it, and use what you can. I'm not 6'7", so I can't do certain things that Will does, but I can do certain things that he does because I'm more powerful. But I'm also explosive like Sue, so I can take both of them and merge it into my game and try to be the best player I can be to help this team win. So it was awesome, learning from them, playing with them, and then also being able to help them. So I loved it. They were great veteran leaders that took me under their wing and showed me how to be a baller.
Okay, next question we'll take from Nora with the Ringer. Nora, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Rakeem, thanks for doing this. So I want to ask you about a situation that I'm sure your defense is hoping you won't end up in on Sunday, which is giving up a big third down, a third and 10 plus yards if you've already done all the work to get an opposing offense into that situation. Kansas City's been really good at those. They're super dynamic and mobile, as you know, but
right.
How sort of demoralizing can it be to give one of those up when you've already done the work to get there? And why is it important for you guys to avoid those situations on Sunday?
It's big. I mean, you always want to win on third down. You win on third down, we get off the field, we give our offensive ball back. You are right. Kansas City is great at converting third and long. But, at the end of the day, we just got to beat them. We got to get off the field. My biggest thing, bend but don't break. If we give up one, don't give up two. Hold them to three. Don't let them score. So it may happen, but it's not going to happen a lot. That's how we're going to win this game.
Okay, so I'm seeing all the hands are down in the chat, so we're just waiting for our next question. If anyone out there has a second question, feel free to toss your hand up. We can get them into Rakeem right now. So we'll take our next question from James Hill. James, you can go ahead and unmute.
Super Bowl appearances are hard to come by. To get to the big dance and have it right in your backyard, just talk about getting it done. Just continue to grind and get that W on Sunday.
I mean, we worked this hard. we weren't gonna stop the hard work, getting our way to the Super Bowl. It was different, being that you have 2 weeks to prepare for, an opponent that normally you have a couple of days for. But it's definitely been fun. We work hard. BA, the strength staff, they do a great job, taking care of our bodies, getting us in the lift early, getting us moving around, activation. So, I feel like everybody in this building did a great job contributing, whether it was the strength staff, the nutritionists, make sure we get certain things in our bodies to flush it out, all the lactic acid, getting off our feet. Then when we came to practice, flying around, coach when to turn it up, when to pull it back. I feel like everybody worked together to take care of us and for us to execute on Sunday, for us to be to where we're at now. So I feel like it took everybody. I loved it. The hard work, it's not over. We still got to play on Sunday. It's still a lot in the tank. So we're going to empty it out and come out victorious.
Okay, next question we'll take from Matt Matera. Matt, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Nacho, congrats on all the success this season and reaching the Super Bowl. Like you said, there's still one more to go. You talked about before that this defense has a lot of talent, and that's definitely true. But I think what makes this defense so special is that you guys play for one another and you're ready to put it on the line for each player on that defense. Can you just talk about the camaraderie that you have with the defense? And, there's so many great different personalities between you and Devin White, and everyone just really meshes well together. Can you speak about that chemistry that you guys have?
It's hard to explain. I really can't explain it. You see it. It's time when we're approaching the field, when we first getting out there, Levante will tell me, hey, I need your juice. I need you firing off that ball. I need you hitting them, and I got the rest. We compliment each other. On third down, when I'm going out or Sue coming on and stuff like that, hey, go get it. Go get that sack. Like, we understand what we bring to the game. we know each other, but we play off each other. We love it. We love to see other, players on our team have success. We're not selfish. We like to see 4-5 flying around, go get a sack. We like to see JPP getting the interception. We like to see Shaq with a sack. We like to see Sean touching the ball. So at any time, we always calling each other out, go make a play, go do this. It just gives you that extra juice to want to play for yourself and your team. And then we go out there and execute. And then when you see us actually, do what we need to do, then you see us celebrate. We having fun. That's genuine love. That's brotherhood that we built from day one.
Okay, next question we'll take from Taylor with WDAM. Taylor, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Rakeem, I wanted to ask you again about Southern Miss. This is the second straight year our Golden Eagle will be playing in the Super Bowl. I wondered just what that says about Southern Miss. Obviously, it's a smaller school, but you guys still are putting guys in the NFL and you're getting to the biggest stage in football. What does that say about, just Southern Miss in general?
Southern Miss got some hard knock football players. They go under the radar, but they outwork anybody on this planet. I'll take my guys over anybody any day. But Southern Miss is just work hard. We work hard. It's talent out there, and our motto is Southern Miss to the top. And you see, like you said, it was one last year, now there's one here. We live by that. We preach it and we do it.
Okay, next question we'll take from Tiffany Williams. Tiffany, you can go ahead and unmute. Tiffany, I don't think I can give you the ability to unmute here.
Uh-oh, let's get together, Tiffany.
Tiffany, I'll promote you to panelist. So it seems like you're using an older version of Zoom.
Uh-oh, somebody didn't get the update.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, how are you? So with an unconventional season impacted by COVID-19, I was wondering, with all the healthcare workers that have been vaccinated and are going to be attending this weekend's big game, what your message to those healthcare workers are.
Thank you. Thank you for everything that you did, for holding us accountable, for making sure we come in there and use safety precautions, and that you just took care of us. We didn't understand everything. We understand the crisis of it, but you sacrificed your time and your well-being to make sure that we're okay and that we're able to do something for everybody. Give them a show to watch. If it weren't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to play this game, honestly.
Okay, and we'll do our next question from Gerardo Lopez. Gerardo, you can go ahead and unmute.
Hey, Rakeem, greetings from Puerto Rico and congrats on making it to the big game.
Appreciate it, big dog.
I apologize if you've been asked this before. And I was wondering if you can share and walk us through your routine for these upcoming days leading up to Super Bowl Sunday.
I don't want to disappoint you, big dog, but I keep my routine the same. I really don't want this game to be, in my head play out any bigger than any other game because those games are important too. Not is this the biggest game of my life? Of course. But everything, my whole regimen leading up to it, it stayed the same. I still watch film before I go to work, while I'm at work, after work. I still go home and I do my ice tub, I do my therapy, I do what I need to do to get my, ligaments feeling great. I still get my massages at the end of the week and after game day. So this week we had 2 weeks, so I still did it on Friday and then Monday. But as far as changing anything that I do, I didn't.
Okay, and we'll do a final call. I see all the hands are down. Or anyone with any final questions for Rakeem here?
Hey, I need a picture like this. I don't know how I get this picture.
You can use your phone to take a photo.
Okay. Just don't cut the camera off because I like this. This is LB.
Okay, well, if there are no further questions for Rakeem, thank you for your time. We can go ahead and wrap this up. And I guess Freeman, don't cut the camera yet because he wants a photo, but you're free to go.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Y'all have a great one.
Thank you for your time.
Hey, Let me see if I can get it right. Yeah, your boy, mama, that's that boy on TV. Ah, I like this. There we go. There we go. All right. Have a great one.
Thanks, you too.